Hey everybody, thank you so much for listening. This is season 4 of Off Your Flosser podcast. Go to your social media and find us. Like, subscribe, follow. We're out there everywhere.
And you can also find us on offyourflosser.com. Thank you so much for listening. I'm Carlos.
And I'm Sandy
and we
Lee.
should be good to go.
Do I look any different?
What do you mean?
My camera. I got a I got a new camera. It's like 1080 and blah blah blah.
Other than a little bit darker, I think it looks pretty much the same, man.
Oh. Well, shoot, I think my laptop has 1080, so I don't know why I'll switch cameras. Hold on.
Take it back, dude.
Wait a minute. Oh my god, I wasn't even using this one. Carlos.
That's the audible version of what the level of disappointment that I'm feeling inside.
Damn. It wasn't even on.
What are you doing with your life?
I don't even know anymore.
All I'm saying is leave it alone for right now.
Do I look good anyway, though?
Fantastic.
No, let me say something here, though, because these glasses are new. I got them in the mail after I sat on my other ones and broke them.
Savage.
I feel like I'm trying to be an inconspicuous Harry Potter. Because you know how Harry Potter has the round glasses, but they're dark rimmed. Mine are clear. You know.
So you're trying to be a low-key Harry Potter? Like you really want to be like Harry Potter, or you don't?
Inconspicuous. Like
you don't want to be.
I'm Harry Potter, but
you don't want people
because
to know.
I don't have the glasses, you don't know it's me, that kind of thing.
Oh, okay. So like an incognito?
Yeah. Where I can walk through a crowd without being recognized.
Harry Potter fan?
No.
Do you do magic?
No. I can make myself disappear. Close your eyes. Close your eyes. Okay, look. I disappeared. Close your eyes again. Boom.
Dude, how are you not in Vegas is beyond me. Tigers? We don't got tigers. We got a disappearing podcast host.
Yeah.
Who just leaned over and not all the way out of the screen. I saw the corner of your shoulder. This is the worst trick in the world.
That's what you get for a birthday party when you pay $10 for a clown or not a clown, a magician. $10.
I'm gonna get a mime at my next birthday party.
Yeah, you just stand there, don't say anything.
He can pretend he's happy.
Yeah,
you know, in a box. I'm gonna go on record.
They don't talk anyway.
As far as performance arts, I'm not saying it's easy, but mimes, and we may have had this conversation before, is pretty much one of the suckiest forms of art performance there is. What do you think?
The really good ones, though, have you seen like really good ones on YouTube or something? It's like
I'd have to look it up, and I don't.
Yeah, you should
I look up random shit, and even I haven't looked up
mimes.
Mimes.
I don't know why I did one day. I think I saw one on TV that was pretty decent. Maybe on like America's Got Talent or something like that. And then you go down that rabbit hole and you start looking at all these videos and stuff, and then you end up on the black web and you're selling yourself for stuff. I don't know. That's for another day.
That's another topic for another day. Yeah.
I think episode 170 is going to be full of weird things today.
Speaking of YouTube, I've been watching this dude named Blacktail Studios on YouTube, and he makes these expensive wood desks. That's like his main thing. Tables, desks.
How expensive are we talking?
Thousands. 9,500.
Oh.
I've heard him say 6,500, and it is what it is. He uses black walnut slabs.
Oh, right? It's gorgeous, gorgeous. That's what I want my mantle to be out of.
Oh, and this dude is a monster with it, man. Anyway, he goes through the whole sanding process, and then how he fills in the cracks, and he cuts these little things called bow ties, and they look like wooden bow ties to bridge gaps and cracks in it, so it doesn't come across. Yes, I've seen that. Okay. And then he fills the gaps with epoxy that he colors. Sometimes he has. I saw one time he put brass powder in it. Oh, and epoxy is a super hard plastic that bonds to the wood. Anyway, So it had wood with like brass accents in it, and then he shines it all up, and it's just this
Sounds
whole
beautiful
process. And he has legs custom made for it, and they weigh a ton, but they look absolutely amazing. And he just talks, he narrates the video.
Yeah,
and honestly,
that's cool.
it's one of the most entertaining things that I've watched in a long time, and it's because it's artwork, really.
It is.
It's art, and it's just absolutely amazing. And you're thinking, well, really, $9,500 for a wooden desk?
Yeah, but
and
if you got the money,
sometimes it has a live edge. You know what I'm saying?
I was watching. Facebook
amazing.
has Reels now, so you can like watch all these videos. So basically, TikTok came out, and then Instagram and Facebook are like, oh crap, we better get with the times. Yeah. So now they have Reels and stuff. But there was
shorts. Instagram Reels, Facebook Shorts is what they call them,
yes,
which is ironically what we call our OYF Shorts. So
yeah, so they copied
which came first? Thank you. You're welcome, Facebook.
OYF.
You can have it.
You can have a little bit of it. Jeez,
just
you don't have enough money over there, Mark. Anyway, so the guy took a big slab of a tree trunk of some sort. He cut a diagonal cut, and then he flipped the pieces so they would fit together right. It was weird. Okay. It was weird. And then, so he didn't connect them. He put epoxy, like a blue, it looked like a river going through a canyon.
Oh, yeah. It's called the river pour. Yeah.
Yeah, and he put like a chunk of the live edge, like it was a circular piece. He put it in the middle so it looked like a little island. Oh, it was gorgeous. Oh, yeah. So what's this guy called again?
Blacktail Studios.
Okay, I'm going to look it up because I do like that stuff. Dude.
Yeah,
I like watching
it. And it doesn't have to be one solid piece. He'll have like little chunks, and he'll make like a frame, like a box.
Yeah.
Puts the pieces in there, and then he fills the voids with this epoxy. And he's got to do it in layers, and then he's got to pop the bubbles with a torch.
Maybe it's the same guy.
It's a huge production. But if you're interested in it at all, or you got money to burn, check this guy out.
I'll just watch the videos because I don't have money to burn. Blacktail Studios.
Yes.
Okay, I'm going to check it out after we get done.
One more thing I want to get off my chest. I'm excited. You know, we've been doing this podcast for a while, right?
Just a little while, yeah.
And so I thought I knew how to load a podcast onto the internets, right?
Yeah.
It's been Elijah Desmond from Smiles at Sea, the dental festival, is starting a new podcast, and I'm in charge of it. Okay.
Dang.
So basically, all the Dentistry's Got Talent speakers, we're putting them on there in a podcast format, and I do a little intro. I gave myself 18 seconds, so it has to be quick, punchy, done. In and out.
Yes.
Because you don't want to hear me talk 1,000 times.
They can just listen to this if they want to hear that.
But you do want to hear something funny. So you're gonna have to listen. The first 6 episodes are out, and
okay.
One lady's talking about. It's called the Dental Festival podcast.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, and one lady's talking about how to reprogram your brain, and I talk about neuralistic reprogramming or whatever it was that she was talking about. And no offense to anyone, I go through so much stuff. I can't remember anything that happens more than 16 minutes before then. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Amen.
And so I go, and this is my punchline. I go, well, I don't know what any of that means, but I hope it means that she's going to teach us how to read minds. All right, let's see what she has to say. And then it goes into the thing. So I have different music or whatever.
Yeah, that's cool.
So yeah, the point I'm bringing that up is one, it's going to link back to us, you know.
Yeah.
And two, I had a beast of a time, and I could not get it to get onto iTunes. And there was a setting that you needed to click in on the music side that would not allow me to proceed with it. And the instructions weren't clear. So I spent 2.5 hours last weekend trying to figure it out on my own. And I spent another 2 last night on the phone. It's more like 3, but it doesn't even sound realistic that I would do that. I talked to 3 different people. And the last guy finally figured it out by looking on the forums and finding out what other people had done to solve the problem. Oh, my God. Even Apple didn't know how to figure it out. You know what I'm saying?
Wow.
Dude. Bro.
Wow.
So when it went through, I was almost giddy. I was so excited that it went through. Yeah. And I was like, I'm done. I was gonna edit our last episode and finish it last night. And that's why I went upstairs and I was like, nah, I gotta get this done. I find a phone number and I don't know where I found it because you know there's never a phone number anymore.
The dark web. That's where you find that phone
You know,
number.
I don't know what that is. I've heard of it. I
I'm
don't want to
thinking-
find it. I don't want to go there. And I heard there's weird, evil stuff there. So
Oh,
you need
yeah.
to
You
stay
can
off
sell
of that,
kidneys and stuff.
No,
I've heard.
No. You need
I've
to
heard.
leave that alone.
I've heard.
You need to leave that alone.
How do you think I afford this house? No, just kidding.
I don't even want to know. You know.
By the way,
You sold your kneecaps and broomsticks put in.
body parts. Facebook, same thing. Where the hell is their customer service phone number? They don't have one.
No.
They don't have one. I'm having problems with the Lighthearted group right now. We had an anonymous tab, so people can just post anonymously. They can follow the post. They can comment anonymously. And before that, they would message me. I would post it. So finally, I changed the type of group it was to allow anonymous posts, and now the tab is missing. It's not in other groups because people are saying, no, I still have it in my other group. And I have not changed any Facebook stuff on there. So I'm like, what the hell?
Well,
but can I get a hold of
if you
Facebook?
find a number.
No.
You might have to do a tag. And I sent like messages like, hey, I need help. Can somebody call me back or email me? I never heard anything. So
I tagged Mark Zuckerberg.
Part. The sad thing is the girl that I got first, I was on with her for maybe 90 minutes. And I was trying to make her laugh. I said, listen, I'm going to mute my mic so you don't hear me cry. You know what I mean? Just trying to make her laugh, right? And then she's like, oh, I go, I'm sorry. I know I'm keeping you all night. I apologize. And she's like, no, you're very pleasant. And it made me kind of sad that people call and go off on these people that would just work there. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Oh, I can't log into my... Apple, whatever it is.
You guys suck. And I'm like, I didn't do that, sir.
I didn't design the thing, sir, And I told her, I said, listen, I know you didn't make this
happen.
whole system.
Right.
I go, but this is a dumb problem to have. This is absolutely ridiculous. Anyway, so we're back on, and it's the Dental Festival podcast, so just stay tuned and check it out when it comes out. Yeah, so, and then I'm adding speakers, Anyway, so I'm pretty excited about that.
Speaking of customer service, what?
I had to get that off my chest.
Oh, well, I'm glad you were able to.
You said something about customer service? I'm sorry.
Yeah, so we're about to close on our mortgage. We went from construction to mortgage, and I wanted to check rates. And randomly, I had the spam call, and normally I don't answer them, but he was like, hey, I'm so-and-so from, I'm not even saying the company name because they pissed me off. Anyway. I was like, oh, yeah, I'd like to know, what are your rates on a 15-year mortgage, conventional, blah, blah, blah. And he was like, oh, yeah, I'll have somebody call you. And I'm like, it's just sitting there right in front of you, but they want to string you along and close the deal, blah, blah, blah. So I had somebody else.
Let me see what I can do. Bro, just
it was
out.
like, I'll have somebody contact you. And so anyway, what's her name? She was like, oh, well, you can buy points and you can get your interest rate to 1.75%. And I was like, well, how much are points? Like, $12,000, blah, blah, blah. And I was like, no, thank you. And then she couldn't even beat the rate that we had. But here's the thing. Yesterday, John and we had 3 calls on my phone and 3 calls on his phone from this company. So I answered once and I was like, hello. And I said, I'm already talking to so-and-so. Thank you, goodbye. And then a little bit later, another person called. So finally I was like, can you please stop calling me and stop calling my husband? Thank you. And she was like, oh, yeah, okay. I said, thank you very much. And I hung up, but she got a little bit of my frustration. And then I emailed the girl we have been talking to, and I said, in all caps, please tell them to stop calling us. Thank you. I don't get it. Like, I get that. But the thing is, though, put a note or something in your computer that says we're already talking to somebody from this company. And I'm going to tell you what, even if they had maybe a slightly lower interest rate, I don't think I would go with them because they constantly hassled and called and called and called.
It's annoying for sure. That was mild though.
That was a rant, wasn't it?
A little bit.
My response was mild.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's my
I think the offense was mild. And
Yeah, that's my
I think they finally
top.
got it. But dude, I get those calls every day. I had one guy call me. He goes and says my name with a real thick Spanish accent, Carlos Rodriguez. And I'm like, can I help you? Carlos Rodriguez. And I'm like, can I help you? Hablo español. I'm like, what do you need? And then I'm like, dude.
Yeah, spit it out, buddy. I'm not going to sit here on the phone all day.
My name is Carlos Rodriguez and I don't speak English. I mean, that's insulting already, and I'm already pissed off at that, you know. And then
and what if you married into the name, Carlos? Yeah. What if you took your wife's name and you're not Puerto Rican?
Yeah. You know, it's funny because my wife's not Latino, and her last name is Rodriguez. And then she's she's like, I think I just got discriminated against. I'm not even Latino. You know what I mean? I don't know. I can't remember what happened, but and I was.
But you associate with a Latino, so
at least once or twice. But so you know, I get that. I get hey, you know, we're doing a free assessment on the roof, or do you want to sell your house? Your car insurance is over. Dude.
Your student loans. I'm like, I haven't had student loans in years. I worked my butt off to pay those off. Don't bother me now.
Those all the time.
Where were you 10 years ago?
My phone number's all over the internet. I got to answer it. You know what I mean?
Oh, that's true. Yeah.
But here's another thing, though. That company that called you, after you told them the first time, most companies have their software where they collect their leads and who they're going to call and that type of thing.
Yes.
There's a big do not disturb button on a lot of that software.
And that's what I'm talking about.
Because that's part of the whole system where people just were fishing and they don't care. They're not going to buy. Right, leave me alone. Right. And there is a DND, do not disturb button on most of that software. Yeah. And if they're not clicking it and they're just still calling you, then that's a jerk move. If they do it again, you got to threaten to call somebody.
He should have clicked whatever button he needed to click right then.
I agree.
And Krista, or whatever her name was, that called after that, where I said, please stop calling me. Sorry.
You know, I don't think Krista understood the danger that she was in.
She doesn't know who I am and what I do. No idea. Oh, whoops. Don't.
Shh, come on.
Don't.
That's
edit that part out. I don't need people knowing my secret identity.
You almost give away your your website on the dark
real
web.
Profession. It's www.killkill.com.
Need people's faces kicked off? Call Cindy.
Hold on, let me stretch first. Kicker. I just had surgery. Yeah. You know what? I'm such a ninja. I took my own body parts out with my foot.
With a sword.
And I kicked that uterus, boom, right out. And only left 5 scars. And 5 from last time.
That's horrible.
Would you go to the ninja surgeon? If that would, oh man, if that were like, I should go back to school and be a surgeon.
What, to get body parts kicked out?
Well, realistically, no, but
that's gonna hurt so bad.
But I mean, that guy on the train where he stuck his fingers in the guy's chest and pulled his heart out. Bam, ninja surgeon. But if you went to and it's a play on the words because. Excuse me.
He didn't replace it with another heart. That's a killer, Sandy.
Well, yeah, he was waiting too long. There was some complications with the heart coming in.
Probably.
He was like, somebody said ready, set, go, and he went, and then it was like, oh wait, there's traffic. Who knows what really happened? But if you go to the ninja surgeon, you'll never know they were there because their incisions are so small. They heal up perfectly. That's what I'm talking about.
You know what I'm thinking about is like those people that will slip you a Mickey, and then when you pass out, they cut your kidneys out. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And you wake up in a bathtub of ice in a hotel room.
Oh, I don't want to be that guy.
In Singapore somewhere.
I don't want to be against your will surgeon.
Is that?
You didn't know you needed a kidney out?
Or is that just a horror movie? That's got to be a real thing. I would imagine people are evil enough,
it's
right?
a real thing. It's a real thing.
That's got to happen.
It's a real thing. And what do you do? Like, they didn't murder you. They just took a kidney. You got another one.
But, dude, I didn't sign any paperwork. I didn't HIPAA something away. Here's the thing.
Some rich person somewhere needed a kidney, and he was willing to pay anything to get one. And here you are.
Weren't they selling body parts for Apple iPhones or computers or something a few years ago? And they were like, you can't do this anymore.
Ugh.
Is that a thing?
Yeah.
Am I making that up, or did I read that somewhere?
I have no idea. I've not heard of that, but
All right,
I mean, would it be
look it
worth
up.
it? I don't know.
I don't think. I don't think so. Because you know they're gonna come out with a new
You want to
iPhone
lose
in 9 months.
a finger for an apple? You can't use the screen because you don't have any fingers. But here you go. It's the latest. You got to go to the dark web.
So,
I don't know how to get there though.
You keep saying that a lot today, dude.
I don't even know how to get there. And once I got there, I feel like I would be scared.
Okay, all right. See, I'm not crazy.
Okay.
From January 28th, 2019, right? This is the article that I found. And it said, teen who sold a kidney for an iPhone is now bedridden for life.
Ooh. Dang. A kidney?
Oh, shoot. He goes, why do I need a second kidney? One is enough. Said,
yeah.
This can't be right. And it had the guy's name. It says, who has since suffered organ failure. Back in 2011, a Chinese teenager sold one of his kidneys so he can buy the latest Apple device. Then 17-year-old Wang Shangkun peddled the organ on the black market. I don't. What?
How does a 17-year-old get on the black market?
For the equivalent of about $4,500 Australian, and it's about $3,300 United States money.
Yeah.
Before using it to buy an iPad 2 and an iPhone 4. Why do I need a second
4?
kidney? Yeah.
What's he gonna do now? The 13 and 14 or whatever's coming out.
And that was back in 2011. So 10 years later, and this guy's just had organ failure. He's probably gonna die. You know?
Yeah, over an iPhone.
Horrible. Okay, so I that's incredible to me, and incredibly sad.
Yes. And not smart. Like, why would you put the value something like that over human life? Because I mean, yeah, he did it to himself apparently.
Yeah.
I can understand, like, if a friend needs a kidney, that's different. Or family member needs a kidney. Or even a perfect stranger that you just match up with. I get it. Let's do it. I would do it. But
people that lose,
they probably don't want mine because I have to pee all the time.
People that lose children, like adult children, and they donate a heart,
they donate organs,
or an eye, or whatever it is that they're going to use, and then they meet the person that got the organ,
Oh my gosh, 7 pounds! You have to watch that movie. 7 pounds, Will Smith.
That is just so.
It's an older one.
That's altruistic, and I think that's a good thing. But to sell your organs for just bullshit
for
electronics,
material things,
I don't know. I mean, but he was 17, and whoever did the surgery is dude. No, we're not doing.
Are
that.
the laws different over there though? Like, can he make his own?
I don't know.
Because at 17, you can't make a decision like that here. I don't think. So
I don't know. I don't know. But so this just took a dark turn.
Oh, I know. And here's the thing, like, I'm on that be the match thing where they send you a kit and you swab your cheek and you send it in, and now you're in a database. So if somebody needs like a bone marrow transplant, you're on the list. I've been on there for 2.5 years, something like that. It was all because somebody was talking about it in Lighthearted, and I was like, you know what? Yeah, I'll do that. But then again, I don't know if they want mine because I have a cancer history. I mean, we talked about that. No, they were cool with it. But because it's not a genetically, genetic cancer. So I haven't had the call yet, but I've heard it's rough, like getting the bone marrow, like you have to go in for outpatient surgery and stuff like that to do it. But here's my thing.
Where did you get it from, your hip?
I have no idea.
I heard it's gotta hurt like hell though.
It does hurt.
I heard the sternum too. Did you hear that?
The sternum?
Yeah, like there's a pocket of nice.
What are you trying to do?
Marrow.
Oh, dude, what are you trying to do? I would do it if it was going to save somebody's life. I would do it. And the thing is, like, I care enough about people in general to do it for a stranger. But the reason I did it is because somebody in our group, I think their daughter needed a bone marrow transplant. And I was like, you know what? Let's see if I'm a match, because I would do that. And then I wasn't, obviously. And then they found somebody. So I think everything's okay now. But you're always, standing on pins and needles with that kind of stuff.
Let's call M. Night Shyamalan. I got a movie idea. You ready?
Okay. Hold on. Do you want to expose it right now?
Yeah. Just think about it. All right, check it out.
All right. It's here first. Don't steal the idea, M. Night.
Little kid comes down with
Ding dong.
a disease that you match up for, right? Right?
Okay.
You donate a pinky toe, marrow, whatever it is he needs, right?
Okay.
He survives. You guys lose contact because you don't care. I know you don't care because he's a kid. He's living his life.
Yeah, it's like,
weird.
go live your life.
Yeah.
I get it.
He grows up. He turns into like a serial killer, right? And he winds up.
I know where you're going.
Killing you, and then he finds out that that's the lady who gave him the ability to be alive to kill people. And then what about the irony, huh?
Right, that's ironic. That is ironic.
Oh, here it is. This is it. He wanted to kill you because you're the one that kept him alive and let him be the evil person that he is. He hates who he is. So he wanted to
so much
make
that
you
he
pay
wants,
for pay you back for helping him stay alive.
So much for being a good person and trying to help somebody out.
Yeah.
Jeez, I thought you were gonna say that he was killing people and then they found DNA evidence and it led to you, and you're in jail forever because you gave your kidney up, or whatever body part would make that happen.
Yeah. No, I think that'd be harder to prove because whatever it is probably inside of him. But I did see a thing on what is that, New York?
We don't know how science works.
Those crime. Yeah, you know what I'm talking. The one with Ice-T in it, and it was a dude that had a twin, and his twin brother was
I saw that episode.
A rapist, and he would move around, and everywhere he would move, the brother would come in and do crime so they can track it back to him. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I'm like, that's just evil, dude. You can do that to your brother, man?
That's the true evil twin. Maybe he was a jerk to him when they were kids. Took his toys away and smacked him around a little.
Yeah, but not. That's just.
That's vengeance.
So you can't just kick his ass. You got to do crimes against innocent women. It had nothing to do with your brother. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
I don't know. This just turned into like a crime in
crime scene investigators dental style or something.
Science and crime. That's what this topic's about. And customer service. That we went around the block on that one, man. And again, and I told the girl last night, I go, listen, man, I just got this new MacBook. Like, I think it was last weekend. Wasn't it last weekend or 2 weeks ago?
I think it was 2 weeks ago. Because I made the joke about an apple a day and...
Okay, yeah. So I said, look, I got the phone 2 weeks before that, and I'm not bragging. I go, my point is, I got all this Apple stuff, and this should not even be an issue. Why is this a problem? This is a stupid problem to have. And she's like, yeah, I agree. And honestly, I stumped her. She goes, I have nothing else. And saying we were deleting things. I was taking things off my laptop. It was just incredible. Making new Apple IDs just all over, around the block, right?
Ugh.
And I go, well, if anything came from this, at least I got a chance to stump a genius. So there is a little satisfaction in that. And she just kind of laughed at me. She's like, yeah, you got me, man. I don't know what else to do. And then the guy she sent me to, same thing. He tapped out. And the third dude, I guess I had to talk to somebody in California at Apple headquarters.
Right.
And then he logged into my computer somehow and was moving things around. Yeah, dude. Yeah, I had to give him permission.
That's scary.
Yeah, but they have to do that because people are dumb. They don't know.
You had to give him permission?
Yeah. No, he didn't just log in.
Could they really do it without your permission?
Most likely.
Yes. Do you remember that? No
one wants to see this.
It was let's talk about crime again, but it was one of those the Boston Marathon bomber.
Yeah.
That guy, they got his iPhone, and Apple would not give the police the password or access to his phone because they said privacy is so important. So I kind of doubt they are doing that stuff behind the scenes if they won't even do it for, for a terrorist attack. If any situation in the world that you should break confidence with privacy, it would be for a terrorist situation. Don't you think?
Man, I hear what you're saying. I hear what you're saying. And I'm not defending the guy. But what's to keep them, like, if, let's say you get picked up for DUI, which is
right.
not out of the realm of possibility. The phone's locked. Should they be able to get into your phone?
Well,
The
okay,
Fourth Amendment. You should be secure in your person, papers, and
like
effects,
you would need a subpoena and stuff like that.
Yeah, a warrant or whatever. Yeah.
Yeah, but maybe if you're charged with a terrorist act under certain circumstances, then you can do it or something like that. I don't know. Would it have prevented a future attack? We don't know, because there could have been text messages back and forth from this guy to whoever planning another one.
Yeah.
But my point is, Apple probably will not go in there and mess with stuff without your permission. That was my point of all that.
But I'll say this: I seriously doubt that they aren't listening to everyone's phone calls and emails and everything else, and looking for keywords.
If I even think about something, it shows up on my suggested items or whatever.
My point is, so if you wrote the word bomb or this or that, you don't think that's going to show up somewhere?
Oh, well, speaking of that, Facebook is censoring everything. Like, we were talking about something and we said the word murder, and somebody goes, oh, you need to misspell that so it doesn't get caught in their little algorithm, because they will put you in jail, Facebook jail, for saying murder. And I was like, what? Murder's a word. It's like the English language. What if I had a family member that was murdered and I was talking about it? Facebook's gonna flag me and take my comment down like I'm
if you're a fat dude
crook, a Facebook
at
crook?
Five Guys, and they're like, yo, I murdered that double cheeseburger. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly. Yeah. If you get in trouble with Facebook, you're a face crook. Thank you. But chink.
Crook. I haven't heard that word in a long time. What is it? Do you have a crick in your neck or a crook in your neck?
Crick.
When it's like, oh,
I don't know if that's a real word.
Crick in the neck. Here's what to do. The Edison Spine Center. Common causes of a crick in the neck include sitting
How do you spell crick?
CRICK.
Okay. That's what I was thinking.
Yeah.
We got a crick behind the house. It's like a babbling brook kind of crick. It's funny because in the boot heel of Missouri, they have a really thick Southern accent. There's a place called Kennett. And there was a girl that I worked with from Kennett, 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 Missouri. And I could barely understand her until I've worked with her for a while. And then I started getting it. But I did not know that people in Missouri had such thick accents, because if you think about newscasts, newscasters, stuff like that, reporters, they try to have a Midwest accent because it's not West, it's not East Coast. It's just a nice not normal. That's not what I'm saying. But it's not a thick accent. It's pretty mild. But I don't know if they
a non-regional
dialect.
That's what they call it. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, but the point is Missouri has some crazy thick accents. And I didn't know it until I met this girl. Do I sound country?
Heck yeah, you do. It's called non-regional diction.
You said I sound country?
Not really.
That kind of sounded country. You said I sound country?
Well, I will.
Well, I never. Bless your heart.
I feel like when you watch shows like the Beverly Hillbillies, they overdo it, and it's sort of like no one really talks like that.
What in tarnation? Yeah.
Well, that's more than a da-da-da. And you're like, that's not a real thing.
Nothing like a flea on a raccoon. No, nothing like a flea on a coon hide.
Coon hound.
Coon hide. Oh. Like they cut the coon up and took its skin.
That's even worse, man. Anyway.
Yeah. I just made that up. I don't even know.
A coon hound have more fleas because it was a dog?
Yeah, probably. And the coon at that point is dead.
Anyway,
Carlos, I wasn't trying to make sense. I was just trying to say something silly that the country folk
No, I get it. It just needs to kind of make a little sense to me.
Are you judging my countryness?
No, dude. I live in Georgia, bro. That's
right. Georgia's got some. accents.
It's a pleasant accent though.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's not. Wow, that makes me sound.
It makes people
unpleasant.
sound genteel, like somewhat refined. If they're the certain type of Georgian accent, like if you watch Miss America or something, and they're from Georgia. Hi, I'm from Georgia. My name is Susie Apple Cotton. You know, it's sweet, and you think they're just the sweetest. What am I trying to think? Most innocent type person. Then you find out they're selling kidneys on the black market, and then you're like, what?
and not their own, you know. But when we were talking about the not trying to sound not like a regular from like you're from anywhere, it's a non-regional diction, Diction. So you just speak without, you don't sound like you're from New York.
Actors are really good, I feel like, at that, because like Matt Damon, he's from Boston, where they park their cars in the garage. Yeah.
Yeah. You know who has an accent that kind of threw me?
Who?
The new Spider-Man.
Oh. Where's he from?
I think he's British.
Oh, he's British? Does he drink a spotted tea with his crumpets? That's like back alley old English or something.
That's like a dude with like a...
That's like My Fair Lady in the beginning.
Derby.
Oh, crikey! No, that's Australian. Dang.
Anyway. Yeah, but he, and then you see these actors, and you're like, "What the? I didn't know this guy was British." You know
what's his name? Cumberpatch from
Benedict Cumberbatch.
Yes. So I didn't know who he was. I saw him in a movie.
Sound British?
When he acts English, no. And then the other guy, from House, what's his name? House MD.
Yeah.
The guy with the cane. He's British too, and I never knew it. I watched House a few times, and I was like, man, he's kind of
Did you ever hear Wolverine talk when he's not dressed up as Wolverine?
No. Does he?
Has an Australian accent.
Oh, that's right. Yes. Oh, I like Hugh Jackman. He's
And you're like, wait a minute, Wolverine doesn't talk like that.
He talks with a growl.
Yeah. And so that's what I do. I call the actors by the character that I remember the most by.
Yeah.
Like Thor.
Yes.
I don't even know his real name.
Chris Hemsworth.
Yes. And I think he's
and his
Australian
brother
also too, isn't he?
Golly. Yeah, I think you're right. He's something. And his brother, whatever, Hemsworth.
Here's the thing. And maybe I'm hating, right? But was the character in the movie Thor, was he picked because he acted like Thor, or was he picked because he looks like Thor? That's just good casting, isn't it?
I feel like it's a mix of both. You have
to be able to act, but they have to look like the character
to be the best they can at this certain character. So if they naturally look like this character or naturally act like this character, they probably have a foot up.
You know? Like just with a wig, I could have done Fat Thor. You know what I mean? In the last Avengers movie.
And that's because
he was overweight because he started drinking a lot of beer. You remember that?
Oh, that's right. Oh, yeah. Gosh. Okay, yeah, I remember that.
And then I get a body double for the six-pack Thor.
Yeah, which do you think would be easier? So getting you to play Thor throughout the movie and then just getting a body double for everything else. But for the part where he let himself go, that's you.
That's
good.
No CGI, no.
So you make the big bucks, and then the other guy gets the, he's the understudy type that doesn't get paid as much. Right. That makes perfect sense, Carlos.
Because it's harder to maintain that level of, unfitness.
Physique. Yeah, that physique is hard to maintain.
Oh, it's so stupid. But yeah, so I don't know. I think a lot of that stuff is just good casting, of course.
Yeah. Yeah, I agree.
Iron Man looks like Iron Man. Robert Downey Jr. looks like Iron Man.
Yeah, and
now
he has
I
the
can't.
swagger and stuff that this guy has. Yeah.
And he did Iron Man in what, 8 movies?
Yeah, quite a few. I really like him too. And I like the comeback stories cuz he went through some hard times where he was making, poor choices or whatever.
Even the Sherlock Holmes movies were amazing. He's just a great actor.
I have the Sherlock Holmes, the first one here cuz I love the movie so much. And
Great
then
actor.
Yeah, I agree.
And I would argue, and this might piss some people off, as far as all the people in the Marvel universe, he's probably the most legit actor out of the bunch. And they're all good. But I think he has the most range in actual chops.
Right, he's probably done the most.
And he's been doing it forever.
Right.
I'd say, 30 years at least?
Yeah. I don't, oh yeah, because he's in some oldies. I don't know for sure, but I think the ones that I'm thinking of, like Gal Gadot, oh wait, did I just mess up? That's Wonder Woman.
That's Wonder Woman from DC, but still. But,
my bad.
She's a little slim from the TV Wonder Woman that I used to watch when I was a kid.
Yeah, things have changed. Like,
you know what I'm saying? But
the real Wonder Woman back
athletic.
in the day had a little thickness and had more clothes on.
Yeah.
Just saying.
Yeah. But this character, the first one, I thought was beast. She was a badass, but nice, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
Second one got a little weird with Kristen Wiig and that
the 1984 one.
Yeah, remember I told you I didn't care for it.
I watched it. I like Kristen Wiig. We've talked about her before, but I think she's funny in a sense where she's not really, it doesn't seem like she's trying, but it could be good writing. But I don't know. I think it's a little something. Like, it's her. Like, if you give the same lines to another great actress, I don't think it would be the same.
I don't think so. I think she has a certain comedic flavor to it, for sure.
Yeah.
Her timing's fantastic.
I feel like I could do that to a certain extent.
If they remake I Love Lucy, I think she would be an awesome Lucy.
Oh, they just did.
Did they?
Yeah, it's called Ricky and Lucy or something like that. I saw it on Netflix or something.
Is that why I'm thinking about it?
Or maybe it's what's their last name? The Ricardos?
The Ricardos. Oh, I think you're right. I think I did see that. Who'd they pick for that?
I don't know, but it's not her. Look it up. Who's and I don't know, is it a comedy?
Or is it one of those
of course it would be a comedy because I Love Lucy was a comedy. Yeah, that's what I was wondering. Like, is it a behind the scenes and then, everybody's on drugs and drinking too much or something?
Being the Ricardos.
Yes.
Get out of here.
Who is it?
Shut up. Ugh.
I didn't say anything.
All right. Nicole Kidman as Lucille Ball?
Oh.
Nicole Kidman?
Eh.
Are you kidding me? She's not funny.
Yeah.
That's bullshit right there.
Whoa.
Well, it's a drama. Okay. All right. So maybe.
Oh, it is a drama?
Yeah.
I'm going to watch it. But I think they should do a
minutes,
remake of I Love Lucy. I think you're right. They should do a remake of the original I Love Lucy where she's shoving chocolates in her mouth off the conveyor belt, doing the stuff that Lucy would do.
And you know who Desi Arnaz was? Ricky?
Who?
In this remake?
Yeah.
In the Ricardos cast? Javier Bardem.
Really?
The guy from No Country for Old Men?
I know who that is, and I get
Anton
him
Chigurh?
and Gerard Butler's confused sometimes, which doesn't make sense, but they're both like the burly, hairy guys.
There's another guy that they mix him up with.
Maybe that's who I'm thinking of. Who's the other guy?
And I know exactly who you're talking about. But I thought that movie, Javier Bardem in No Country for Old Men, that whole movie was fantastic.
Yeah, that was a good movie.
I just saw it again recently. It's just a great movie. Anyway, okay, so it was a drama, so maybe that's the flavor they're going with it. But if they were going to make a funny Lucille, I Love Lucy.
Like a modern day I Love Lucy.
Kristen Wiig with red hair would murder it.
I think you should tell some company that does that kind of stuff.
Who would be the guy? Who'd be the funny guy?
I mean, you would be up for that, I'm sure.
I never thought about it.
They would just have to get a body double for parts of it. Golly, I don't know. Who's the I just watched Fury, the tank movie. Who's the guy on Fury that was one of the drivers, and he's Latino? What's his name?
Oh.
And he also played in that cop movie, End of Shift or End of...
Yeah. He's funny too.
So I'm trying to think if I've seen him in some funny roles, but I think he's an excellent actor. I've seen him. Yeah, he's been in some funny stuff. I think he would be a good one.
Michael Pena.
Yes.
Yeah, no, I agree.
I like him.
I think he's legit funny. He's legit funny, though.
Yes.
He was in Ant-Man.
Yeah. Yeah.
He was in Ant-Man. And,
there we go. Kristen Wiig and Michael Pena. How do you say it?
Pena.
Okay.
It's the end with the nya sound thing over the top,
Yes. There's an episode in The Office, and I'll say this and then we should probably close up, but there's an episode of The Office when they're trying to celebrate Oscar's Latino-ness or whatever. So one of the guys, they just bought lemonade in 2-liter bottles, and he did that little squiggle above the N to make it look a little more like Mexican. Oscar was from Mexico.
That's hilarious. So he would be our vote for Ricky
Yeah,
Ricardo. And
Kristen Wiig. Heck yeah. Call the companies. Tell them what we think.
We're planning on meeting up. You and Johnny coming up to Chicago.
I'm really gonna work on it. I really want to. I think it'll be great. And if it's just for one night, why not?
Yeah. Because there's a launch party happening. You'll probably get more details next episode.
It's gonna be off the chain.
Me, Chris Williams, Elijah. We're taking the tour bus up.
That's gonna be so much fun. That new bus he got. Oh, dang!
And so he's picking us up in here in Atlanta, and then our next stop is gonna be Nashville, where we're gonna do another site tour of the event in July, the Down Festival in July. I think our next stop,
St.
and
Louis?
then we go from Nashville to Chicago. We just burn it up, just head on all the way, just truck all the way into Chicago after that.
Yeah,
so,
I think we'll drive that way. If I don't plan a flight, and then if the weather's really bad, then I'll just be like, ugh, I'm not gonna make it. Because if it is, I was gonna go meet the other admin from Lighthearted. We were all gonna converge on Chicago.
Okay.
And then when we were gonna do it, there was a big snowstorm that went through, so it didn't happen.
I think they just got hit with a big snowstorm just a day or two ago.
Yeah, hopefully by the end of the month it'll be better.
Still cold, but as long as there's no snow on the ground, you're good. Or ice, you know what I mean?
Right.
You're
Ice
good.
is the biggest problem. Snow is not a big deal. It gets, that's fine. But ice is the problem.
Ice is a deal breaker for sure.
Yeah.
But so hopefully if you guys are going to be in Chicago for...
we will give you more details when we have them. Because I think they're still working on a couple things, aren't they?
Who, Chicago?
No, the company.
Yeah. We need some more details. We're not going to announce, but we might be in town. Is what I'm saying.
We're going to go live if that's the case, hanging out and doing what we do.
Sandy, we need to give a big thanks to everyone who helped us reach a new high in January. We got the most downloads we've ever gotten. In almost 3.5 years. Yeah. Yeah. It was fun to watch, and I was like, "Hey, check out our numbers." And we're watching it. We're gonna hit this, and it just kept going and going and going. So, guys, thank you so much. Please, let's do it again. Let's keep it going. Let's turn OYF into a thing, a bigger thing. And I'm just excited. So thank you for tuning in. And
thanks
and
everyone,
and listening and all that good stuff. So thanks.
Our listeners are part of the reason why we do this. The other reason is because Carlos and I crack each other up like little kids.
We talk about dumb stuff and weird things sometimes. So guys, thanks again. Hopefully we'll see you guys in Chicago, and we got some more announcements coming up. And on that note, we're gonna need you to go floss yourselves.
Yeah, episode 170, and there you go. Go floss yourselves.
Boom. In the books. Take care.